Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Young Maisie, and we back with another episode. This is episode 7, and this is the Inner Mind Podcast, man. You know, we are the here.
To the new era.
That's right, baby, and I'm live with my co-host,
Questley.
Yes, sir, and today, it's a beautiful day, man. The weather's starting to finally get nice.
Yes.
And, man, like, it's been a crazy week, man, and I like to give a shout out to everybody that tuned in to the religion. I believe that one was a controversial topic, but
hey, it's all good, you know what I'm saying? In a way, that episode, even though it had the less noise, the less views, in time, probably going to be the most realest one over everything a year from now.
Yeah.
You know?
So people could actually tune in and be like, oh, okay, I actually got their views on religion. Mm-hmm. Oh, these guys, like, okay, they going that deep. Okay. But it was a blessing that everybody that came and checked out. We always go live at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, every Wednesday of the month and year, all 12 months, baby. And that's how we're going to move. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please share the video as well. Like it all the way up. And share it with your peoples. Anybody like podcasts? We also on Spotify and Apple Music too as well. I'm going to try to get the link going on to the Google podcast info as well. And Quest, man, we slowly but surely just keep rising, man. And it's like every week there's a new fan, man. Every week there's a new supporter. And every week there's somebody that hates us.
But you know what? I don't even focus on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody got the reason to hate, hey, more power to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's constructive criticism on how we can actually grow and develop things and take it to another level, that's more meaningful to me. Yep. If somebody just hating to hate, well, hey, Mr. Grumpy Hater Smurf, then go home and look yourself in the mirror and realize, ask yourself, what are you so mad about? What are you hating on everybody else about? Like, seriously.
Hey,
you watched the Smurfs back in the day as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
They had a Smurf for everything. There was no Hater Smurf.
No.
You know why? No. His ass was banished out of the fucking Smurf village. Gargamel and Azrael done already boiled him and ate him for soup.
Man, they still tuning in though. So
yeah, exactly.
As long as you watching us from 0 to 30 or whatever you trying to come in on the video to see what we actually talking about, hey, just tune in, and if you want to hate and if you want to love it, hey, we all ears, man. Ear to the new era, baby.
Even haters watch. They gotta actually watch it to hate on it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good, man. Hey, that increased the numbers.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like nowadays people, man, they'll do anything for clout, man, just chasing it, man. Like clout is one hell of a drug, man. And I don't advise anybody to chase clout, man. Just be yourself, man. Yep. You don't have to get out of the box to actually do something that you're not normally doing just to get a couple of likes and people loving you and supporting you. That's not really love, man. You're putting yourself in a dangerous situation where you are idolized as somebody's confused and stupid. That's what clout chasing does to you, you know what I mean? And we always about peace and love. We always come from the inner minds, man. 30 minutes of straight peace and love, world news, hip hop, anything that goes on, man. And that's what we bring, Quest. Like, what you think about the new era of clout chasing? Like, when it comes to like the way people move in hip hop, like, they will diss somebody and don't really mean it. They would just be like, oh, I was just doing that just to make money off of your name. Like, it's been going on for a while, right?
Yeah, but it's weird because a few episodes back we talked about how hip hop wasn't even getting respect as a music form to the rest of the world. The money wasn't invested into hip hop artists. Radio stations weren't playing us, and even MTV weren't covering hip hop. Only until they realize, shit, there's a huge financial gain off of this. And in some cases, even subjugating people or exploitation-wise or keeping up with certain stereotypes.
Yeah.
And some artists are willing to keep up those stereotypes for money. Mm-hmm. And the labels are like, yeah, go ahead. Keep going out there. Go ahead. You're going to be my new clown. And we're going to make a lot of money off you.
A puppet.
You know what I'm saying? And then there was still a time in the era where artists were true to their craft artistically.
Yeah.
So as far as like the clout chasing dudes, clout chasing girls, you know what I'm saying? If that's what it takes for them, then, you know, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's still going to have to fall back on your artistic skills. Yeah. What are you creating, you know, as a form of art for the world? Because 20, 30 years from now, digitally, what you record, it's still going to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
Whether
making that money,
people listening to it, or let's say an atom bomb can hit tomorrow and it's all destroyed. Those radio frequencies and waves are still traveling.
Mm-hmm. So that music always gonna play.
It's out there. 100 years from now, some random who knows what on some planet gonna be like, speak or whatever. Here it is, like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're not gonna be able to know the difference. Oh, he Clout. They just know it's something.
Yeah, it was something.
But whatever
like
the case is, hey, do your thing if that's what you got. But don't again get mad when it comes to that inner circle of people that love like real hip hop. Or I'm not even gonna say the real because people always feel some kind of way when you say real.
Yeah.
I'm not saying your shit ain't real. I'm just saying that there's a different level of what is gonna stand the test of time. Like certain songs, certain albums. Like on any day I can go back to Nas, Illmatic.
Classic.
To the day I die, that's gonna be like the album for me. No matter how much time's passed, you know what I'm saying? Then somebody else's album, I'm not even going to remember it.
Nope.
The next month. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on that dude. I'm just saying like what you created is not setting a tone or impact on me to even worth remembering that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Illmatic came out, we're talking 20 plus years ago.
20 plus years ago, yeah.
I think, you know,
they
93.
just did the anniversary thing like not that long ago.
That's the difference of time. Or Wu-Tang Enter the 36 Chambers. We're talking stuff that's timeless. You know what I'm saying? Snoop's first album. And it goes on and so forth. We talking timeless pieces that represented our culture, expression.
And they weren't clout chasing.
And they weren't. They were actually talking about what their life is. And I know new guys, y'all talking about your life and all, but also you are more willing to play yourself to chase that dollar, and you almost in a way put yourself in a shackle, like you just a commodity. Like, hey, there's a new flavor of Pepsi out next month. There's a new dipping sauce at Popeyes or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you are treating yourself like that commodity. So, Crystal Pepsi, 92. Yeah, okay, it was different. It made some noise for a minute, and then people that actually do love soda, for those, I mean, I don't drink soda, but man, this shit is garbage.
Do you think? So, do you think like in today's music, like people actually gain capital of clout chasing?
Some will, in some way, some shape or form, they will, because it still keeps a buzz and it keeps people clicking, and then advertisers still advertise for them or whatever the product is, but at the end of the day, it's like. You
cheating your way up, man. You going off somebody else's name
instead of just go off your own shit. Like, yo, episode 8, we're gonna drop 16s again.
Oh yeah, 16's coming live.
And
next episode,
when we do this next Wednesday, it's gonna be straight, just authentic, and because our love of hip hop.
Yeah,
and that we're not gonna half-ass that shit, no matter what. Because when you give an opportunity on the mic, you treat it as it's a gift. It's an opportunity to really, go at it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ain't gonna do it, then be a fucking lounge singer or do Vegas shows. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can do that 3 shows a day, and hey, that's all good.
Open mics at a school auditorium.
People ain't, but you ain't a real artist. You a commodity. You're just an entertainer. You no different than that dude playing the piano, dressed like Liberace in Vegas, lounge singing.
Yeah. So let me ask you this question, man. Do you think, what Will Smith did, was he clout chasing, or was he trying to show off emotion that he's been building up, like all the negative emotions he's been building up from his wife, and his wife treats him like, hey, you're not being the protector. You're not telling me, you're not showing me that you're that dominant role. Because, you know, Will Smith was always like a laughing character. Like, he just laughs. He brings that energy. You can feel his energy in the room. And, like, do you think what he did to Chris Rock was off of how he really felt? Or do you think that they were, like, chasing something to promote something even bigger? Because, you know, Chris Rock sales went up after that one smack.
Yeah. I mean, at first when I saw it, I thought maybe here's two comedians. Maybe it was staged. But then we realized, like, no. And it's weird because it's the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
You're amongst your peers in the industry. So automatically there should be a level of respect within the industry, because if you're an actor, future projects, you're working with these same directors, other actors that you work with in previous projects. So it's a close-knit community where, like, dude, you have to be willing to celebrate other successes in that environment. Back to, like, the whole, remember when Kanye and Taylor Swift and all, that was a moment where he played himself, because you're amongst your peers in the industry, and it's a big celebration. It doesn't matter.
But he didn't get banned.
It's not about who wins and not, you know what I'm saying, but that's childish. So Will knows. I mean, I don't know what goes on in the Smith household, but it's obviously something is going on internal and mentally for him to do that. And this ain't the 90s. It's not the Source Awards, bro. It's the Academy Awards. So, yeah, some A-lister directors, actors, and producers are going to, you know what I'm saying, exclude you from future projects. And that's just the repercussions of what you did, because you don't do that.
No, not at all.
No matter what. And Chris don't mean no harm, nobody malicious. He didn't mean it like to, you know what I'm saying? So you can't use that like you protecting your family. Like, right now, he got 2 kids who are grown with great careers. He's got a daughter who's, like, on another level of bringing that, like that punk rock music. Yeah. That era of, like, in the 90s when I was growing up. And she's doing her thing. And I hope Jaden gets to play Miles Morales in the future Marvel projects. Big up, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's a crossroads of seeing them come up and now you just at home with wifey and who knows whatever, you know, how she you know what I'm saying? But it's just something for him to have to now seek the repercussions are going to come. Yeah. But the good thing, he's got enough power in Hollywood and money where he can produce his own future projects, and he may not need everyone else. He can fall back and say, I'm going to do an indie project, some young person fresh out of film school wrote this great script. Have money, and you could pick up that script, something new and original that Hollywood don't normally do, and still continue to make films. He's just going to have to produce them himself. He maybe even direct them himself. But as far as like the big, you know, projects, he might be excluded from those in the future, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because you're still gonna have to be punished because you took it to that level.
That's like, I think of it as you know, you have black on black, right? We suffer a lot of that for years.
Oh man, thank God it wasn't a white comedian.
Oh man, the whole world would have went nuts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, you know, like.
I just think that also, you know, what he went through with Jada in August. You know how they had their affair, and then Jada came with the red table talk, and you know they sat down with each other and just to explain.
And that shit could have been done behind closed doors. Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they wanted to show the world that hey, you know, it's like, not just us doing this.
Yeah, let's not get it twisted. You think Will, through all the years, real talk, never slept with other women? Come on.
Nah, he ain't gonna downgrade his name like that.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I really
behind closed doors. Hey, I mean, I seen a movie with him where he was like some con man with Margot Robbie, and everybody know, hey, that's okay.
Oh, you talking about that Focus film?
Whatever it was called. Like, yo, I mean, hey, that's Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
That's Wolf of Wall Street girl.
They was on Suicide Squad too.
But I'm not saying or speculating, but you're in a career where you work with beautiful women 37 weeks out of the year on set, or you know whatever your shit may happen from time to time. Yeah. And so Jada going to do her thing too.
Yeah. I just think that when I saw the interview that Jada Pinkett put out, they were also stating that they were in a open relationship marriage. So that means you can't really fall deeply, as in
it's still
marriage.
going to eat you up emotionally, even
but
though
you can
open. It's still going to burn you, and it's like
you can just venture out and try to sleep with somebody on some like respectful, low, like a friends with benefits type of thing.
They treat it like it's a recreational sport.
Yeah,
and a lot of rich people do that. They treat, let me see who's on what's my prey tonight, and they can go out there. You know what I'm saying? I remember there was an old Chuck Palahniuk book that he wrote where there was a short story about this old rich couple. And for thrills, every night they would go out in New York City at night and dress up like homeless people. Some role reversal thing or whatever. And it didn't end good for them at the end.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I just think
check out the book, yo.
I just think Jada Pinkett, in all seriousness, that she's like a narcissist in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like August, he was going through his mental health thing, and
he was younger,
he came to her and was like, "Hey,
she took advantage of him.
Yeah, she took advantage of him of her own selfish needs. Yeah, she like, "Hey, I haven't been feeling good in a while, so you know what? Hey, I'm gonna be there for you, but also can you give me a little loving on the side too?"
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's like, men, young men especially, they will like see something and then be like, "Oh, I know you married, but I have this feeling for you that I cannot explain, man." And it's like you helped me a lot and I love you, girl. And it's like, yo, she probably said, "Hey, it can't get like that. I only needed you because I wanted to feel good." So after they squashed everything, he came out with the song, and then they came out with the Red Table Talk between her and Will. I think he has so much like energy build up inside of him that we actually get to see the at home Will Smith, like how he is at the house, cameras off. You know what I mean? We don't know that side.
Yeah, we don't
but
know.
his wife and his kids.
Reality show like Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon and shit, you know what I'm saying? Which may come. They're probably gonna be a reality show called The Smiths.
Yeah, right.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, and it's like
A&E or some shit.
It's like the whole world
TLC.
is like feeding off that one smack, man. There's been crazy memes, different videos of people making songs to it, and it was like, man, I when I first saw it, I was like, that wasn't real. Like I didn't even watch the video till like 3 days later because I'm a big Will Smith fan.
Yeah.
And I was like, Will Smith will never get down like that. Like I don't see him doing that. Like I thought that was like a skit. So when I actually saw it,
I'm surprised they didn't toss him out like they did. How many times Jeff got tossed out the Bel Air house and back on the show.
Right?
And everyone there's like, I'm surprised the goons ain't come in black suits. I'm like, yo, you got to go, bro. Oh, I forgot. You got a speech to make because you don't won the award tonight.
You know what I was?
So we're gonna make an exception for you.
Yeah, because they already had it all planned out.
Yeah, he won the award, and and it's weird because there's been great performances this past year in film, and it was a good movie and all. But I'm not a voter, but I think there were other actors who put better performances throughout the year. Also,
that was his first too, right?
They could have had a plan B, like, yo, dog.
That was his first Oscar, I think, a Grammy for acting.
Yeah, I think that was his first Academy Award. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't believe he ever got one before those.
No,
but
I mean, you don't get an Academy Award from playing Mike Lowry and Michael Bay, Bad Boys. Shooting a bunch of Haitians and Cuban drug dealers.
Hey, that was
Cuba.
a dope movie though.
Yeah, but that's an action movie.
Yeah,
But
I really feel that we actually saw what the real Will Smith was, and now he's banned from the Oscars for 10 years.
Yep.
He can't come back. I really feel like he should be banned a little longer than that. And also,
10 years is a long time, and
like somebody,
because they know by the time 10 years is up,
it'll be the 60s.
Other producers and directors probably still ain't gonna want to fuck with him. Like,
yeah, he's too
can't fuck
old.
With you because
he's retired.
They're gonna be thinking like maybe emotional, you unstable. God forbid, it's already a stressful environment when you're making a film. Production sometimes don't go perfect. Crews, timing, you're over budget, and you got a deadline from the studio. Like, yo, it's a lot of stress also when making a film on these sets.
Yeah.
So what if they're like, nah, we can't have you here, dog, because what if you go from smacking somebody to you now want to go Latrell Sprewell, you know what I'm saying? Start choking some dude like you Homer Simpson or some shit.
Yeah, right.
Like, bro, we can't trust you on set right now if you can't even at an award show, which smile, look good, and after show, pull Chris aside and have a little couple words at the after party or something.
Yeah, he could have pulled him to the back.
Something sparks off at the after party, it ain't there for the whole world to see.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, because
check your emotions.
He made a joke, that G.I. Jane joke. Yeah. And like that was very mild, yo. Like I could understand it was like, man, hey, Jada Pinkett, I'll see you on the next St. Jude commercial because you know you're bald. That would have been some like, oh,
I mean that was mild, like Cool Ranch Dorito mild. Like, but it's because he responded to the way his woman looked at him, like, oh shit, you know. But something else might have been going on in his mind, and
yeah, man.
Now, Will spend the next years producing and directing your own fucking films, dog. Like you're gonna have to.
Yeah, because he has his own entertainment. I believe it's
with you, dog.
It's Overbrook Entertainment. That's something that he owns. Mm-hmm. And then also, like I know he has that generational wealth.
People will still watch whatever project he does next. Mm-hmm. They're still gonna watch the Suicide Squad. You probably won't be in the next one of that because you done almost suicide your career.
Straight kamikaze.
Yeah, right.
But I do believe that he'll recover, he probably recover from it, but you don't know because Will Smith never showed any signs of mental health or anything.
There's been a lot of other celebrities who've done a lot worse, let's say, off screen, you know, in life. So, you know, smacking, you know, Chris Rock on stage at a camera.
That joint is pretty loud too.
It ain't the end of the world, you know what I'm saying? That's more or less like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, you shouldn't have done it, and that's fucked up because you don't take it to that level, you know. But there's a lot more worse other artists in the past who done off screen that we know, and we're not gonna go there. That are like prison time shit.
Yeah, because I was also thinking about like this one situation. I understand that they're both different because Will Smith is a nice guy, but you remember that night when Tupac went and seen Mike Tyson fight the night he got killed? Mm-hmm. You remember like he just seen that guy in the hallway and it was like supposed to be wearing like a chain or something that he snatched the guy. They was like, oh, yo, look at him. And the next thing you know, they just all went over there and beat him up and inside of a MGM place and then just walked off like nothing happened. Like Will Smith, he just smacked him in front of everybody, and then I would have thought like something like that, like one of Chris Rock homies like will pull up and be like, "Yo, like follow him" or some gangster stuff like that.
It's Academy Awards. You don't roll up with an entourage like it's a hip hop award show. Yeah, and when you're on that level, Chris Rock's career, he put in a lot of work through the years. Yeah, he's a grown man with a family. He don't have to go somewhere with an entourage of dudes with him. He can pull up anywhere by him. He can go to a random comedy club in New York City on a Thursday night, and he's good.
Yeah.
Out of respect,
he's
people,
a comedian.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to roll up with 12 dudes deep. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between like hip hop and actors or hip hop and comedians. In the hip hop world is, because I've been talking a lot of shit on the mic. Yo, you want to go out tonight? Hey, y'all want to go out tonight? It's on me. Let's all roll up to the spot tonight. You know what I'm saying?
They all watching me.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I also think, do you think that now comedians have to watch what they say just because of this accident? Because I saw a video of T.I. went on somebody's stage and he was like, yo, don't be saying that disrespectful stuff around here. But it's a comedy show. Like, this been going on for years.
And that's like even T.I. like, yo, pump the fucking brakes. If you don't like what the comedian's doing,
get out.
Then
you know what I mean?
Walk out, because no one can tell you when you in the studio doing your art, expressing, dropping your 16s, ain't nobody random like, hey, no, that's disrespectful, T.I., you shouldn't say that, because you're going to feel insulted, like, yo, let me express myself on the mic with my song and my creativity. So if you don't like what a comedian's saying on stage, then fucking walk out, dog. You don't have that right to interrupt a man's performance on stage during his... You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a thing, I believe, man. And comedians going to be stopped.
Comedians, it's more of a cancel culture.
Yeah.
Well, they'll get more canceled socially for the shit in their subjects. Like Dave Chappelle went through some shit. Yeah. War, and then not like violence coming at him and people attacking him. You know, it's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think it'll go to that level for comedians. It's just more or less when other superstars think they got the power to interrupt a man's performance on stage, then fuck you. Then don't watch the show, because... comedy is the one thing that always can take things to draw the line, the blur lines, you know what I'm saying? Like, hip-hop artists, there's a term we say, oh, I got my shooters. To a comedian, I do my dirt on my lonely. I do my dirt solo.
Yeah, that's a good
on
one.
stage.
That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. And I'm always going to back comedians up. I mean, I love hip-hop, and yeah, I'll spit here and there. But comedy is that one thing to me that is like of ultimate freedom.
Dark to light.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring the dark things to light,
and if you can't handle it, then go watch a different comedy show, something that's more moderate that you can handle. Like, seriously. And shit, T.I., you didn't like that dude's show or you think it's disrespectful, it's just as disrespectful for you to interrupt that man. Ain't nobody come on stage while you performing, interrupting you on stage.
Yeah.
The fuck out of here.
Yeah, and I also think that Will Smith...
That's when dudes are feeling themselves too much because you're so great of a celebrity that you think you got the power to do that without people judging you and calling you out on that. Like, nah, bro, because if he wasn't famous and did that, you know what they would have did to his ass? Grabbed him and escorted his ass out the fucking comedy club and said, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And I just think that...
It should go both ways, whether you a man with no money or an average dude or a celebrity. You should get bounced the fuck out the club and dragged out like anybody else.
No matter the power at all.
Fuck this hierarchy shit.
Yeah, and I just also believe that anybody that's doing stand-up comedy, just keep doing your thing, man.
Yeah, don't ever stop.
Don't ever stop just because you're
still bringing laughter and joy to people.
Yeah.
On, you know what I'm saying?
And it's just, I hope that
that's medicine.
Everybody that was dealing with Will Smith's situation, I hope Will Smith actually seeks mental health and check out with somebody and see why that he did what he had to do. And it breaks my heart to see him doing that. But
so much builds up and you just snap.
Yeah,
it just happened to be at the biggest show.
Of all time,
lately,
man.
A lot of people don't even watch that shit no more.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know it was coming on.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
it's just, man, like, I pray that he do find some help, and I hope that he actually can recover from this. And, you know, it's never right, man, to just go out of character, man, and just blow up like that, man. And you never want to put yourself and your family through that because, you know, also he have kids. So I wonder how his kids actually, you know, are they going to gain negative, like, respect from them, from the people that they're around? Like, probably some of their friends don't even want to be around them. Like, hey, your dad got too much attention.
I think they're at a point with their age and their individual journeys and their careers that they're going to be fine. Yeah. Now, compared to when they were younger, people might judge and say, oh, you're only in this position because of who your parents are. But they put in enough work to actually carry their own weight and say, it ain't about, like we're talking about Clout, it ain't about who my father is. Like, they legitimately can have their own careers, and no matter who mommy and daddy is at this point, they're old enough now to do their own thing, and shit, they'll be fine.
Yeah, man, and... You know, it's the Inner Minds podcast, man. People were actually talking about, hey, you guys should cover that situation. And I'm like, It took us a little bit long, but I wanted to wait for it to die down because there were like millions of videos that were actually getting put out. And I'm like, let's just wait a little bit and then we can get our opinions and see if people can actually rock what we have to say about it. And, you know, that's what our thoughts on it, Quest. I don't think we can get any clearer than that, you know?
Nah, man. It doesn't. I mean, at the end of the day, there's but so much we can say about it that hasn't already been said. And now the whole world can move on unless we just want a bunch of clicks. We can keep going on about it every week for the next 5 weeks. But we got other shit to take about. Like, Episode 8 next Wednesday.
Oh yeah, episode 8, man. Next Wednesday, we got the Q&As.
We got the 16s for y'all.
Yeah, you know and we coming hard too on the 16s too, man.
My fellow airborne paratroopers out there.
We coming hard on the 16s, man.
We're gonna bring it. You know what I'm saying? It's what's needed though, in a way.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I turn on the radio and I hear a lot of. So
mind blowing, and it hurts. It does hurts.
We gonna get we're the midweek supplement. On Wednesdays,
man. We that pill, man.
Every 4th week when we do drop the 16s, we going to give that, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, we always going to give it back, man. We always going to give it back.
You know what I'm saying?
That's our motto, and we always want to bring peace, love, and respect to the world, man. That's the energy that we're feeding off of. And we come every Wednesday, man, at 7 p.m. You're going to see our faces, man. And I thank everybody that was here from 0 to 30, man, and tuned in and actually left comments and also subscribed to the channel and promoted our video, man. It really means a lot, man. Every Wednesday we coming, and my name is Young Maisie. This is the Inner Minds Podcast. We are the ear
to that new era.
Yeah, baby, and man, my name is Young Maisie, and this is my boy.
Hey, I'm Quest Washington. Constantina to everybody. Como so? We appreciate you guys. Anya.
Yeah, we coming live, man, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Beat us there, man, 7 p.m. Also, you can set your notifications to the premiere so you can watch us live as well. But we coming live every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Thank you for tuning in. We thank you. See you next time.